Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Gugong. So if you have watched my other videos, you'll have an idea of the rules for Gugong. I'm going to have a quick playthrough of a section of it. It is set up as a two-player game at the moment, so it's white versus pink. White is the first player, so he will start by looking at his cards. So he's got a 2, 4, a 5, and a 9. And he is going to start with taking this space. So he puts that face down into that area. He's used a 9 card to be able to do this. So it's going to cost him 1 guy because that's a level 1 space. He's going to put his token there, and that gets him, straight away gets him 3 points. I may have missed that in the Gamesplanation, but you get the points for it straight away, for at least the ones that are showing points. These ones are endgame points. Okay, we then go over to the pink player. Pink has these cards, 2, 4, 8, and 7. It's probably worth his while to play the 2 over the 1. So that 1 goes down. And now he's going to be playing 2 of his cubes to take a jade. And we can move forward back over to white. White has 2, 4, and 5 available to him, which means he's unable to go to the 7, the 6, or the 9. If he wishes to use the 4, he can go here. If he wishes to use the 5, he can go here. And that's really the crux of it all. So what he might do at the moment is use the card to go there. So the card, he can action this. So he'll move forward 1 on the card. He doesn't want to spend any more servants, so he'll just go the 1. And then the action of the actual space, he'll go forward 1 more. Then pink, 4, 8, and 7. If he wishes to use the 4, he can go and get some more jade. Of course, that's sitting at 2 at the moment. Or he can come down to the river. He doesn't know if there's value in going for the river at the moment, simply because it's going to take extra guys out of his lineup. He doesn't have that many to start with. Whereas if he uses the 8 to take this position, the 7 goes down there. Notice there's nothing on the bottom of that card, and he's able to settle in, might go here. The token that he just moved will go there, and that pushes him 1 up the intrigue track as well. So that sits there, and he can spend 2 more cubes to go 2 more spaces. And I think that's probably a worthwhile thing to do. So he'll spend the 2 cubes and he'll go up there, getting 1 of those cubes back, and he might go and take that one as well, which is pushing him forward 1 on this track. Okay, we go back over to the white player, who is looking at a 2 and a 5. In fact, he will spend the 2 to just replace that one. So I didn't really go over this so much in the rules. I've just replaced a high number with a lower number. I have some choices here. I can spend 2 of my servants to be able to still action the card, or I can discount or discard, should I say, any other card from my hand onto the discard pile in order to be able to action it, or I can just do what has happened and leave that guy there. I think I might actually do that at the moment, just do an exchange. So we've got a 4 and a 7 in the pink, which means any of these 3 spots are available. He thinks he'll actually do it there, which means we throw a thing on, he can throw a cube in. So notice that this has that action, and then I can move that guy forward. Then I can action the actual spot, which is put another cube on, and he might just leave it there for the moment. It comes back to white. White has number 5, which he'll use to do the Great Wall action, which is he can put 1 onto the wall. If he spends 1, he can put another 2, and he thinks he might do that. So he's got 3 pieces on the Great Wall to start with. He's now out of cards. There's 1 card left over here, which is a 7. He only has 1 cube available to him. So he probably wants to do something that's only going to use 1 cube. And I think he's going to actually take this action, which is move a cube to there, and then move that along. that will enable him to drop a cube into that space and gain an extra card, which the other player has nothing to do. This player gets to use this immediately, and he can use this. The only space he can really go is here, which will get him one extra cube up into his area. Move his traveller around one space. He thinks he'll actually head this way and come over to this one. So it gets that cube, which enables him to take one more card from this stack. He wants to hang on to the 2 because of the numbers at the top. The 9 isn't in play at the moment, so he doesn't want to get that one. It's probably worth his while actually to take the 7 back. And he'll use the 7 then to go over the 4. That allows him to action this space if he wishes. So he can just move that forward one. Because he was the first to actually action the space, he gets the token. Notice that before he picked up a token that moved him forward one, that wasn't actually actioning the space. You have to actually action that space to get the token. And it's probably worth his while to head down here and gain those 2. This one counts as having 2 tokens. So you leave that one face up so that you know it's worth 2. So he currently has 6. He could trade all 6 of them in for a jade, and he thinks it's probably worth doing that straight away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he takes a second jade, so that's some good points for him at the end of the game. Okay, that is the end of the day phase because both players are out of cards. We then go through the night phase. So the first thing that happens is that we look through our cards looking for 2s or 9s. So this player has a 9 and this player has a 2. You're gaining a cube for each of the ones up there. So this guy gains 1 cube into his supply. This guy gains 2 cubes into his supply. Of course, there are 2 number 2s up there. The player that receives the most cubes also receives 3 points. Then we move all the ships forward 1 spot. If he was a full ship, he would be able to actually action that straight away. But he is not, so he can't. And then we move on to the morning phase for the next round. So this player takes the token, put that back. We refill the map, not filling up where the guy's standing, obviously. We re-roll the dice, execute the decree. So white is getting 1 more cube. Then we move this along to show that we're on the phase 2, and we get 4 more cubes in for each player. Then they pick up their cards and we're back into it. Look, I think that's as good a place as any to finish off this playthrough. You've got a really good idea of how the game plays. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplained, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.